It's your boy Online Davo, and we back with another video. We got a video by Torian Rain Reloaded. White man tries and fails at belittling black people. And you know, this is their favorite thing to do in their pastime besides watching baseball. We're gonna get into this and see what bro talking about. Come on.
People, guys, check this out. So I've got a really tough truth that the black community is just going to have to accept if they ever want to go anywhere. And I understand you guys don't want to go anywhere, which is why you act like you do. But if pray tell you might want to find yourself in a position someday where you want to progress, you're going to have to swallow this truth. This truth is this.
What you mean progress? We done been progressing since the beginning of time, since the beginning of this country. Y'all put so many roadblocks in our way, we had no choice but to get past them. And that's what we've been doing. We done faced more obstacles than y'all niggas. Fuck you talking about? What? In this country, we face more obstacles than y'all. But y'all make it seem like y'all the hard body ones. Like they just built from a different type of cloth. Like they really come from that. Get out of here.
Every fucking time a white person turns around, what do we see? What do we hear? We hear a fucking gaggle of black people talking all about how if white people hate black people, it's because they're born in the root of darkness. They're born in the heart of evil. They're just evil people. They're pieces of shit. They're worthless to society. This list goes on and on about how wretched of a person we are.
Yes.
But what you have to understand is that nobody is born hating anybody. We've heard the memes, we've seen the videos, and you tend to agree.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're saying is you're getting taught that. Obviously from somewhere. It could be the media, it could be your parents, it could be your friends, it could be a one-off situation where a black person probably beat your ass for something, or maybe a black person acted in a way that you didn't feel deemed was right in your worldview. But that don't mean go hate black people. That don't mean be racist towards black people. I have bad encounters with white people all the time. Not all the time. I'm gassing it up. Not all the time. I'll be lying. But I've had bad experience with white people. I'm not racist to white people. I don't think every white person's a racist. I don't think every white person's an asshole or something like that. You feel me? So how'd that work?
When it goes the other way, but as soon as the tables turn, all of a sudden that's bullshit. Well, it's not bullshit. Nobody's born hating each other. Nobody's born hating another person. Hatred is learned, and most typically it's taught by the people that are hated. So when you look at a white person and you say they fucking hate...
And wrong. No, that's not how it... No, it's not how it goes. Okay? It's taught by someone who first tells you, or they blow up a situation to make it seem as with your whole race of people act a certain way, so you gotta hate those people because of that. But come on now, how about we do it like this? Okay, because this person doesn't know every black person. He hasn't encountered every black person in the world. So if he's going around saying, you know what, black people are this, black people are that, black people are that, just based off the stuff he's seen, based off of the little situations he's been in, okay, cool. But now, don't feel a certain way when people in minorities be like, yo, white people are racist. Don't be like, oh, whoa, not all white people, whoa. But nah, didn't you say it was off of stuff that people show, that race that shows us, right? We see a white person acting ignorant right now. Okay, so should we all just assume every white person is ignorant? How does that sound? Dumbass nigga.
Hate me because I'm black. No, they probably hate you because your community fucking sucks. Let's just call it what it is. There is not one single black community in America that is safe to go in after dark. Not one. Not a single motherfucking part of a city, a part of a suburb, part of a farm county. There's not one single black area in America that's safe after dark. That's not a...
Depends on where you are. Depends on where you are. And it also depends, like, somewhere predominantly black. There's suburbs with predominantly black people, you know what I'm saying? And there's poverty with poverty-stricken with predominantly black people. Okay? You're just convinced that you'll be harmed off of what? Being in that area and being white, or just being in that area? Because there's a lot of places I've been through in which I'm black, so I should technically, by statistics, I'm more likely to be harmed by a black person than you are. And look at me, safe and sound, all my limbs work, I'm good. So, like, what? I have a feeling this person doesn't go to a lot of predominantly black places. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Maybe it's the glasses or something.
white issue. That's a black issue. We look at you, what you're doing in these grocery stores, just filling carts up and walking the fuck out with this shit. That costs us more money. And then what happens when we have to pay all this extra money because of the shit you stole? Then you come up and you say, you owe it to us. Those are our reparations. And we say, no, you don't get any reparations because you didn't do any suffering. And then you've got to fucking do all these mental gymnastics to again make us the evil person for saying the truth. You didn't do any suffering due to slavery. There's no systematic...
Wait, what? Hold on.
Oppression. If there was systematic oppression, it's the systematic oppression of everybody that's not black. Because we have to have black people on a pedestal. What you're actually going to have...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So he's saying for whatever system it is, for whatever system that exists in his mind, black people are the ones who are put on a pedestal above everybody else. Black people. So we are put on a pedestal before white people, Asians, Indians, Africans, Nigerians, all that. So we're putting a pedestal on. That's what you're telling me? When did this happen? Maybe I missed it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I missed it on Black History Month or something. Maybe I missed it when Donald Trump took out Martin Luther King Day for the national... Like, come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Bald-ass nigga.
Have to understand is that anybody that's ever been radicalized, white or otherwise, to hate the black community, dislike the black community, or simply just not want to be around the black community has been radicalized by the behavior of the black community, by the rhetoric of the black community, and the actions of the black community.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face.
So yet again, we have another individual who apparently is looking for a viral moment, or he's trying to get in good graces with a certain community, or maybe he's already in good graces with his brethren. And
I mean, shit, bro. Look, Torian, my nigga, he already got the glasses. You know, you see the profile pictures with the dude with the glasses in the truck. He fit the prototype. It's like it right itself. He's a joke.
The best way he knows how to do it is to get online. Well, turn his camera on, press record button, and go on this 2.5 minute rant about why white people don't like being around black people, or why black people's community sucks, or why black people need to do this, or black people need to do that in order for white people to like them, or for any other group to like them. Let me just put it out like
yeah, we gotta do all this fixing to our community, right? We gotta do all this fixing. And I'm there with you. Matter of fact, you know what? Yeah. We got some stuff in our community we do gotta fix, right? But when are y'all gonna start, you know what I'm saying, taking care of y'all, making sure y'all kids don't wipe y'all out? When y'all gonna start making sure, shit, based off of, you know what I'm saying, there's a good chance. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. Come on.
This. We have heard this talking point so many times, frontwards, backwards, side to side, and everywhere in between, and honestly it has become quite repetitive. It has become very boring. It has become very stale and bland, much like their cooking. And it's like, do y'all ever get tired?
No.
We've been tired of hearing you talk about this. It's like, okay, we get it. You don't like black people, or at least you're being very performative in saying that you don't like black people. And then you get up here and you give these reasons that don't make a lick of sense as to why you don't like us. But really, honestly, whether it made sense or not, we honestly don't care. Like, at this point, I'm making these videos out of pure boredom. And also to put you on blast to realize how ridiculous you people like this guy, who I have no clue who this is. I don't know his name or where he's from. I don't care if he was born.
Who is this nigga? Who are you? Who are you, person with egghead? Who are you? You have no importance to us, man. We don't care about your opinion, but we're gonna talk shit about it though. We don't care, but we're gonna talk about it.
Out of the damn Ivan Ooze egg from the Power Rangers movie. I don't care. We honestly don't care. And you put this stuff out there, and it's like they put this rhetoric out there, I guess with the intent of trying to, I don't know, hurt our feelings. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Many of us over here have thick skin. Like we are wearing our big boy pants. So we don't care what you have to say.
I'm not gonna lie, you gotta have thick skin as a black person. Like, you could get through life, but you know it's best if you have thick skin, bro. Because what this person said, we done heard millions of times. If I was insecure, self-conscious about myself, I'd have been like, oh wow, maybe he does have a point. Like, you know, maybe we are maybe we are the problem of society. No, that would never ever exit my mouth. Okay? Because what do I look like believing that we're the problem of society when you go through history and you see everything that this country has done to us, to black people? We're not the ones rioting and killing niggas, bro. Tulsa Massacre. I was just reading about that shit today. I might do a little video on that, but long story short, the Tulsa Massacre. I was reading about that shit today. Did you know that they pretty much started that shit because a white man has alleged that a black man assaulted a white woman? Do you know that? And then they was outside the courthouse or outside the little thing, whatever like that, demanding that he be lynched. And because he wasn't lynched, and because the black people within the community came to, like, you know, try to stop that from happening, they chose to go burn down that community. But they labeled it a riot because they couldn't call it a massacre, because they labeled it a riot because then black people wouldn't be able to get no type of money through insurance companies because of a riot clause. Like, come on, man. And did you know what's the worst part? The police helped them. But we're the problem. We're the problem when this country has been letting fucking racist lunatics, pedophiles, murderers, war criminals get away with so many things, yet we're demonized because a poor black person might go steal some shit. But yet that describes that poor black person that been stealing shit. That's all of us though, right? That just represents every single black person you ever see. But we can't judge you off of a system that you benefit from that demonizes us. Fuck on my face, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Because again, we've heard this type of rhetoric all before. We've pretty much gotten all of our crash out all out of our system, if there is any crash out left to have when it comes to dealing with rhetoric like this. We've heard this talking point or these talking points over and over and over again, and it's like they want us to internalize it so we can feel bad about ourselves. This is again the same community that loves it.
They want you to view yourself how they view you. Remember that. Remember that. That's pretty much low key. That's how a lot of people are, right? But some people have it with a good intention. Some people with a bad intention, like this thing, like this dude right here, right? I may be like, yo, you know, to my girl, you look beautiful. I want you to internalize that. I want you to internalize that you are a beautiful person. You're a smart person. I want you to internalize that you are a smart, creative person. I want you to do that. Don't internalize someone telling you that a community that you come from, just because of your skin, that you're inherently a bad person or you're one of the good ones. Don't think that you're one of the good ones, that you're a minority within, like, you know what I'm saying? That don't think the majority of black people are what they describe. Because once you start thinking like that, you might as well start bleaching your skin, nigga.
Tell us that we need to take accountability for this. We need to take accountability for that. Notice also in the video, he's saying if y'all didn't do this and y'all didn't do that, then more and more people would be more approachable to you, or in this and the third. Here's the thing. At a time when black people were doing their own thing during Jim Crow, unfortunately, you know, we dealing with a lot at that time, it still wasn't enough. Right. We were left our own devices, and it still wasn't enough. That's why I always tell black.
Like I just said, the Tulsa Massacre, bruh. They went out their way. They went out their way to fuck up what we had going on. I was talking to my girl about the other day, bro. You know how much you gotta hate a motherfucker to go out your way to stop their motion? Even when our motion wasn't even affecting them either. It wasn't affecting their pockets. You know what I'm saying? We were still doing good. They were still doing their thing. But they just had to see us fail. That's a special kind of evil.
People don't dibble and dabble in this respectability politics. I know, slightly going off topic, I know y'all been seeing online lately the whole quarter zip trend and everything like that. Listen, I have nothing against the quarter zip trend. Do what you do. But if you're doing this on the respectability politics tip, then that's when I have a problem with it. Because remember, our ancestors, especially more so the men, were lynched wearing three-piece Sunday suits.
Talk to him, Tori.
They weren't wearing, you know, what would be considered as ghetto or project or hood attire. Right. They were wearing, you know, hats, suit and tie, dress pants, dress shoes, the whole nine.
Then they would gather their whole family. They would gather a whole fucking family to watch a black person get lynched. What? Come on, look, come on. Hey, we going to town lynching at noon today, honey? Yes, sir. You know it. I love to see me one up there. They probably didn't even talk like that. But the point is, it used to be a gathering. They used to gather around, picnic style, to watch a dead person hanging. It's crazy.
And they were still being lynched. It has nothing to do with your clothes. It's not respectability politics. It's only one thing. And I'm going to need y'all to get that through your head if you haven't gotten it through already.
Talk to him.
But back to this guy right here. He even tried to do the whole thing of, well, we are the ones that should be oppressed because we're the ones that have to deal with you. I'm like, see, now you're trying to flip everything around. Again, going into that whole victimhood thing. Again, these are the same people that say, oh, stop.
They're victims. People with this mindset he has, they hate victims, right? They claim black people are playing the victim, but they don't even see themselves when they're playing the victim, right? We're playing the victim, but yet you use us as an excuse to play the victim card. Like, nigga, huh? Like, what?
Dabbling in victimhood, don't bring race into everything. At one point in time, remember they said to not see race, but then they changed and brought up that whole thing of reverse racism. And that lasted a little bit, and now that fizzled out. And then they did the whole replacement theory that stayed a little bit a while, and then that fizzled out. It'll be another one coming soon. No, they did the DEI thing. That was the next one. That'll fizzle out if it hasn't.
Shit, I see race. I don't judge you by it, though. That's the thing. I don't judge you by it. I don't assume anything about you just based off your race. Once you start talking, that's when I start judging. Okay?
Done so already, and then they'll come up with another one. See, they can't even have one that sticks around. See, we can always hit them with the white supremacy thing because we know that it's there. That's the one that they don't want to claim.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they know it's on them. What this dude is doing right here is spewing white supremacist rhetoric. And if you was to tell him that, he'll tell us that we're lying or we're making it up because it can't possibly be white supremacist rhetoric if what I'm saying about you and your community in particular.
It can't be white supremacy, bro. It can't be, man. Y'all blacks are just doing crazy things. Y'all just keep on, being discriminated against. Y'all just keep on getting all these equal rights and shit, man. Fuck that. All right? Fuck that. Oh, my gosh, bro. Jokes, man. They're all jokes.
It's true. Again, these individuals are so boring. They are bored. They have nothing going on in their lives. Yeah. And if I had to guess this man's age, I wouldn't be surprised if he was around my age. Or maybe in his early 40s. I don't know. I wouldn't put him in his 20s.
Yeah, he 30s
but
for sure.
The fact that this man, and I'm gonna just throw this out there, is possibly in his 30s, say his mid 30s, is getting online and he's making a 2.5 minute video talking about real talk about black people, and this is why no one likes us or no one wants to be around us. We don't give a damn if no one wants to be around us. As a matter of fact, we would prefer that because it seems like every time some outsider like this thing right here always is in our midst, something goes wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like if we're left to our own devices, I feel like we would actually possibly maybe be okay. Of course, we're going to have some cracks in the road, but what community doesn't have them? But again, we are the only community that I have seen where we have this huge microscope that is honed in on us in every move that we make.
Oh, my gosh.
You got
everything, my nigga. Hey, Torian, you're cooking right now, bro. Everything. I just don't get it. I mean, I get it. But I don't get it, bro. Like, why is our move monitored? That really lets you know how powerful and how much motion we got, bro. If you really want to think about it, it really lets you know, like, they really try their best. Like, they really try their best to stop our movement, to stop our progression. And at some point, you're like, damn, why does our progression have them fearful? Why is that making them anxious? You know what I'm saying? Why they get, what's the thing behind that? And the only thing you could come up with is we them niggas. We them people. You know what I'm saying? We're the chosen ones. All right? And whichever way you want to view chosen ones, whether you want to view it in a religion, whatever way you want to view it. That's how I view it. I view it that, nigga, we're the chosen ones in general, across every type of dimension, every ideology. We're the chosen ones.
Everybody out there,
fuck it, and that's not no black supremacy shit either. So don't try to. That ain't no black supremacy shit. It's just that I love being black. So I hope you love being yourself too.
Up there talking about us. Look at what just recently happened on Twitter with the location reveal. You have a lot of these anti-black right-leaning accounts talking about black people all day, every day, and they don't even live. Not only do they not live around black people, they don't even live in the country, nor do they live on the same continent. Some of them are all over the place in other locations around the world, but they still take time to spew anti-black rhetoric because that's the meal of the day, and always has been. In order for them to get their clout up, in order to get likes and views and engagement and money, they have to get online and they have to say stuff like this all day, every day, or whenever they are bored, because they have nothing else going for themselves. I have never seen a group of people act like this in my life. Really.
They are animals, bro. They're animals. People like him on the screen, they're a fucking animal. All right? They can't be living amongst us. He would have fit perfectly in the early 1900s, man. That would have been his dream. All right, but now he's in a society in which you can't just go around lynching people, and drag, you know what I'm saying? You can't just go around doing that. It's kind of harder to organize that sort of thing and get away with it. But so now he has to bitch and moan on the internet. He has to come and share his useless thoughts to society, and we're supposed to think that this person is decent, like this person has a valid opinion of hating a whole, like what are we doing? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, these people hatred for black people are not even rooted in reality. It's rooted in social media. It's rooted in videos on TikTok. It's rooted in channels. It's rooted in politicians saying little slick shit, man. It's rooted in propaganda. It's not even reality. Right? The thing is, if any race can hate some race, it could be black people hating white people. I'm going to keep it real. If somebody really want to hate someone, motherfuckers will hate white people. But we don't. Most people don't. They just be like, bro, just chill. That's why we like, bro, chill. It's kind of like, you got that. It's kind of like, someone at your school or something. You don't dislike them, but it's one of the things like, yo, stay in your way, I'm going to stay in my way. But they just keep on trying to bother you. It then becomes like, hey, nigga, at some point, I'm about to slap the shit out of you. That's what this is. They're asking to get slapped. This nigga's asking to get bitch slapped. All right? But, they want you to, go into violence. But we're not doing that. I'm just saying that's what he wants. I don't mean you got to give it to him.
I mean, literally to get online and say all this BS, whatever comes to the top of their head. And the thing is, nothing that they're saying, like this guy here, is an original thought. It's not an original thought. Like, literally, y'all should have saw the way my face looked on the other side of this screen as he was talking. I was sitting here literally yawning. I had to turn away from the, well, first off, it was just a playback, so you wouldn't have heard it. But I was literally yawning out of boredom. Like, I felt like I was about to fall asleep. I'm like, okay, let's hurry up and get to the end, because I was trying to figure out what else was he going to say. And it was, okay, he had nothing profound to say in this 2.5 minute video. Nothing. He just sat up there and spewed the same rhetoric that we always have heard and unfortunately will continue to hear. We've heard it from Matt Walsh. We've heard it from Nick Fuentes. We've heard it from Benny Johnson. We've heard it from Ben Shapiro. So on and so forth. It's a laundry list of names. And don't get me started on all those people who have blue checks on Twitter, who are those bots who are doing
I mean, shit, we heard it from Elon Musk. He damn near enabling the shit. He let motherfuckers say anything on that app. He got a role to play in it too. It's a concentrated effort to stop our movement. All right? And we don't even want to we're not trying to take over the world. We just want to live free. We just want to be, you know what I'm saying? We just want to be viewed as equal. We know we're equal, but we want to make sure society view us that way. But we can't even have that. All right.
It's do the same thing. He is no different. Again, they have no new talking points. They have the same ones, and then don't get me started on the tap dances, because they basically do the same thing that this guy's doing. As a matter of fact, you could have made this guy melanated and I would have had the same thing.
Right?
to say to him.
He tried to cloak it up a little bit. He ain't say nothing outwardly crazy if you're not paying attention. He kind of did. I kind of forgot what he said because what he said didn't really matter. But based off what I can remember, it didn't sound like he said something like just outwardly straight racist. But it's like, come on, bro. Really? That's the cards you're playing? That's the hand you want to play? It's like gambling. You know what I'm saying? It's like rolling the dice. You never know with these white supremacists. You never know which talking point they're going to use. But all of them, they end in a fucking, nigga, give me your money. You lost. Okay?
As I am now. Like I said, y'all are boring. Black people that are listening to the sound of my voice, to the FBA that are listening to the sound of my voice, get into the habit of saying that these white supremacists or these wannabe white supremacists are boring. They are boring the hell out of us. Every time they open their mouth to say things like this, it's boring. It really is. Maybe then they'll stop. I don't know if they'll actually stop because they need the money and they need the engagement.
Oh yeah.
Just like that what is his name? Dalton Etherly, whatever that guy is, the one down there in Tennessee that was going around antagonizing black people and with the firearm and doing all this and for what?
You talking about the nigga with the beard? You talking about that with the mustache? The one dude that was all going broke? What happened?
You were clearly doing that for engagement. And then go and get online and create a Give Send Go because apparently your business was affected. You said your family was affected, and now you need the.
Hey, look, it's hard to be racist when your stomach hurting. Okay, you know until you get that next meal, you're gonna be like, oh fuck them. I'm not worried about them black people right now. God damn it, I need to eat. It's hard to be racist when you're starving, bro. Okay.
Money. Listen, it's all a grift. It's all a grift. I truly believe he probably saw what Shiloh Hendrix did and all the money that she got, which was nearly $500,000 after
crazy.
She called a little Somalian boy, autistic boy, the N-word several times on the playground, and they saw what she could get. And what do? They go out and
that's their go-to. They don't know any other slur but that one. Like, damn, y'all niggas don't go to no type of yearly school to update y'all shit or nothing? Like, y'all still use this shit from the beginning of time?
and do the same freaking thing so they can get money too, and those who donate to them are just as dumb as the people who commit the act, because now you're donating basically to a fraudster that literally played on your heartstrings to get money out of you. And people actually donated to that Dalton Etherly guy. I don't think he reached his goal last time I checked.
They don't care, and a part of them already know that. They don't. Most of them don't care if the person is truly racist. They don't care if that person like actually racist, but they just like to know that the word is out there. They just like to know that there's a video out there of someone other than them, other than themselves, because they some bitch ass niggas that's calling black people the N-word. They just want to know that it's out there. They just want to know that it's getting updated weekly, and they're good. That's all they care about.
But yeah, just some creepy looking white guy going up there antagonizing black people for no reason.
Right.
And then turn around and play the victim. That's the other thing. Then when they get called out on it, then they want to turn around and be the victim. Again, the same thing that they tell black people to stop doing and stop being. That's why I say don't listen to them. Yeah. Do not take a morality lesson for them, as if people like this have any type of morals. Because
you expect me to care about your opinion when you're a racist? You expect me to value your opinion when you're a racist person? Bro, get out of here.
They all do the complete opposite of what they claim. They do not practice what they preach. They are utter hypocrites.
Of course not.
Boring ones, but hypocrites nonetheless. So I said all of that to pretty much say this.
You see, the thing is, if they practice what they preach, they wouldn't be racist. Because they would, if they were kind, good, hardworking people, all that shit, right? If there was that, they wouldn't have time to be racist, because they would be enjoying the good things in life. But obviously, do whatever commandments they have that black people should follow, that they don't follow. Only black people gotta follow specific actions to be viewed as equal. They don't even follow this shit. Somewhere along the way, them niggas just said, fuck it. That list only applies to y'all, not us. But yeah, we gotta listen to your opinion and actually think that it matters.
This dude, whoever the hell he is, I don't think he's going to go very far more than this video as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I don't know who this is. When I saw it, they didn't have a name attached to it. There's no TikTok logo. If there is, if it was posted on TikTok, I don't know. I don't even know when this video was made. I honestly don't care. He says this was real talk. No, that was real bullshit that he spewed for 2.5 minutes. All of it. Because none of it was true. Again, that's really all it is. They have nothing going for themselves. So what do? Go after the low-hanging fruit. Again, it is all a grift.
It's all a grift. Shout out to you for the video. You did your thing. Let me tell y'all this, bro. Do not let these racist people, and I don't think there's anyone out. I think it's starting to die down, like the amount of people that's kind of getting like tricked to believe in these grifts. I think you know, more YouTube channels are coming out to push that agenda. Like, yo, don't believe these people. These are grifters. They're not even really racist. They're just saying it for the money, all that stuff, right? And there's a lot of, you know, pro-black YouTube channels out there. But the thing is, man, don't let no one tell you who you are. Okay? If you know that you live a life in which fits you and your moral compass and you're a good and decent person, don't let no one tell you that you something else just because you color your skin or just because your ethnicity. Like, what? But if you know that you live a particular life and someone's telling you that you live a particular life, you know, take it to consider what they're saying. I know my black people don't live like this. I know the majority of black people aren't everything they say they are. So that's why I don't got to give motherfuckers life lessons like that. You know what I mean? But the ones that are living a particular lifestyle, just know you don't got to live like that forever. I'm gone. Peace.